Hello and welcome back to day 8 or episode 8, whatever you want to call it. A lot of our auctions expired over the night, but that's okay. We've got about 200 gold coming in. I will probably be back in a second because if all of our auctions expired, I need to kind of filter through them. But we did sell a couple of stuff here. Um, just random transmog. So I like to see. Hopefully there's more at the end of the mailbox. And we did snipe 2 items just here, like in the last 10 minutes. Two of these big voodoo pants, they're crafted, but I mean, 15 gold, who cares? As long as the guy's not planning on making a buttload more, we can still flip those. All right, so here is the other half end of our mailbox. Yeah, we sold another random transmog item. Uh, some stacks of star moss sniped yesterday, not much, only like 6.4k or so. And the Darkmoon deck squalls. I looked, the blockades and squalls are still all missing a card, so we can't throw any decks together for that. But another 31k sold overnight, or 36k actually. I think we had a little bit more earlier. So I forgot to update you guys on a couple of things yesterday. We did do our weekly expeditions, and we got a couple items from it. We got 2 pets and some legs, and these were just from 4 heroics. So it seems like heroic running gives a lot of like this loot, and I wonder if Mythic is even better. But let's go ahead and learn these. I don't know how long it took. It only took maybe 20 minutes because I was running with some of my guildies that are pretty geared. But let's go ahead and take this out. Wow, that's worth 4k, 4.5, and it's about 6k gold. Not amazing, but still, it's technically free because we had to do it either way. We also finished up all the Kata raids. So we did all these. They really do suck. Probably the only one, I guess the only two that I would recommend you doing for gold is probably the Bastion of Twilight and Firelands. Barret and Hold is literally just PvP gear. So I guess if you want the PvP transmog and everything. Black Queen Descent, there's not much trash to kill, so there's no like, not really many BOEs that we had. Same with Throne of the Four Winds. Throne of the Four Winds is literally just 2 bosses. You could still do it if you want the mount, because I'm pretty sure the pet is worth something. Did we get the pet? No, we got the Faceless Mind Lasher. I don't even know who that's from. But yeah, and Dragon Soul again doesn't have very many doesn't have much trash, but it does have some pets from it, I believe, and I just don't think it's worth running that as well unless you want the mounts. Just because the Spine of Deathwing takes forever, the boat boss takes forever. Um, that a lot of the bosses just take a lot of time. So if I'd suggest you run it, get the mounts. Once you have the mounts, just never bother going back there again because it's definitely not worth running for the money. But I can't use my little thing because I have all my raid mats on me from last night. But it wasn't very much. It was maybe 10, 20k. I have to see how much this pet is worth. Faceless Mind Lasher, I don't know how. I think it's about 4 or 5k as well. Okay, the pet is worth nothing. So, um, yeah, just a couple of thousand each item. This weapon's apparently worth 4,000. I doubt it is, but TSM says. But um, these BOE greens, 6k. This one's 2k, and yeah, the rest of this is garbage. So, Kata definitely not one of the best, but we'll be heading to Miss Pandaria next. I plan on running Siege of Orgrimmar through all 3 wings. Um, I don't, I can't think if any of these are actually worth it. Like if you get the pet from Siege of Orgrimmar, one of the pets, it's not worth it, but it's pretty good. Just a quick little update because we are about to buy something in person. This guy I posted in trade chat trying to sell these two items, and he said 2K each. So I mean, if I saw these items posted up in the auction house, I would probably buy them anyways. We got this plundered twin blade of Ulvir, worth about what? It's worth about 7K. The market value is really high. So 2K is not bad for that. And then we got these Spirit Bow Striders. Do I have any chest pieces here? Let's just go ahead and do this. Let's get rid of that. So those look pretty cool. Definitely, at least 2K's worth. It's worth about 6K, and market value is much higher. So both pretty good buys. We did snipe a lot of stuff, but first, we mailed over some of the crap. We sold some medium haunch and copper ore. That's about it. We bought these coarse leather bardings for about 40 gold each, so we could double it, make a free 800 gold. Um, Bought some random transmog. We bought this item level 400 heroic feat verse mastery for 10K. Worth about 50K. Market price is kind of high, but a very good snipe. These are just some items that have expired, and we just sniped some random stuff. Nothing amazing. This super cooling pump. Some more random transmog. We did snipe a shoveler for 4 gold, so that's a free 20K. We sniped this pea shooter with about 7K. Um, just some more little like 1 to 2K, sometimes more than that, transmog pieces. And was there anything else good in here? I'm trying to scroll through this quickly to see. No, that looks about it. So I just finished running all of the Miss Pandaria dungeons, and yeah, I ran all of them. I did all the world bosses. I know I can do Siege of Orgrimmar on like normal, heroic, and mythic, but um, the Mythic Run was pretty poor. I I literally got nothing out of it. All I got was raw gold. I mean, this is all I've gotten that was of any value from the 6 raids. Terrace of the Endless Springs has like no ads. Heart of Fear has a lot, but I guess you're kind of relying on those rare BOE drops, that epic BOE drops from these dungeons. I don't even know if Heart of Fear or Morgashon Vaults or Thunder Thunders even drops anything like that. I mean, I would assume so, but I'm not certain. I'm pretty sure Siege of Orgrimmar has some, but I guess we just got really unlucky. It happens. I didn't do the raid finders. I didn't do the Siege of Orgrimmar normal heroic. Like I said, I only did everything on like the highest mode possible. So I did Siege of Orgrimmar in Mythic. I did like 25-man heroics or whatever the highest difficulty of all these were. But um, we did get 8 modes of harmony, which is how much do these go for? Only 200 gold here. So about 1.6K there. We got some one wool cloth, not really worth anything. We got this plant. Okay. I changed the TSM tool tab to see if it looks better, and it does not. So let's re-embed it. Perfect. Um, but we did get this belt that apparently is worth about 7K. Uh, I mean, I guess if you're into that kind of belt stuff. And we did get these shoulder pads worth about 10K, and I think they do look really cool. So, it wasn't a complete loss, but if we took this away, like the only thing we really got from it is just raw gold. And I think we started with around 5K or so. So we probably made I think we made about 7K raw gold from all of that. So that's not terrible. Um, it is an alternative way to make some raw gold if you don't like to, go farm herbs or ore. You also get the transmog pieces from it. And yeah, I mean, it was really bad. We did get an illusion. We got this illusion from Highmall actually, but we got around 2.8K gold from BRF, and it took about 30 minutes, so really not worth doing. We did get this neck piece from Highmall, but again, it's probably worthless. I'm just gonna end up vendoring it because What's up, boys? We just finished Battle for Dark Shore. It actually just came up like an hour ago. I didn't even realize I was running by and I saw a quest marker here. So we are gonna get an honor level 400 piece. Good, please. Please. I mean, the stats on it are terrible, but whatever. It's still an upgrade, and it's an item level upgrade. Just kind of the only thing keeping us from getting into Mythic Plus Pugs is our item level. Um, Doesn't matter if I have a bunch of plus 12s, plus 11s, plus 10s, I don't have 400 item levels, so I'm just a garbage player. You know how it goes, though, just the struggle. That puts us up to 392. Nice. So we got a little bit of time before raid. Raid's at about 9 o'clock, I think, my time. So that's the local time you see there. And yeah, so we got about an hour and a half to kill. Not really sure what to do. I just went out, got some food, used bathroom, yada yada, and cleared the inventory. I'm considering going and doing a dungeon clear. Um, I don't really care about like, all the things. I just kind of have it just to, whatever. But I feel like if I'm gonna farm on an inefficient character, these like raids and dungeons, then the little bit of efficiency that I can get out of it is to at least collect all the unique appearances for my inefficient class. Um, I'm not exactly sure about priest and mage and well, I know mage, but I'm not exactly sure about warlock and priest. Who would be faster. Um, but ma- mage with the 50% increase from the arcane thing, it's pretty fast. And once I get Looterang, it'll be insanely fast because I can Arcane Barrage, which is on a 3-second cooldown, and then I can Looterang as soon as that thing dies. So right now, um, I kind of Arcane Barrage to enemy packs and then loot the one guy I Arcane Barrage and then keep running. If I get a Looterang, all that I'll have to do is Arcane Barrage to a pack, and then like mid, after the thing has died, I just have to cast my Looterang once, just so I'm not like leaving odds and end bodies around. Unlooted, and that way I can pull big packs of mobs while at the same time maintaining like a full 50% movement speed increase. The problem is that the Looterang, the one that works everywhere, is like insanely expensive. So right here, we've got the Fendel's Looterang. This works in Draenor. I'm assuming only outside. But if I let me pull up Looterang here on Wowhead. So this one is a binds when used. Requires engineering. I'll probably drop mining for engineering, but it costs about 25k. Um, Actually, it's relatively cheap to craft. Can I even? So he actually linked me one of them. I sent him the max to make two. It cost me about 3.7, 7.2, 7.5k to make two. According to TSM, they're worth about 10k. So it's about a 7k profit per. Um, which is decent. There's none on the auction house right now. The market value is actually higher than the regional. So, selling one of these, when it sells, I'll probably send him a little bit more of the gold. So I was doing some Odomon, kind of like practicing this Looterang thing, which is insane. I mean, I get like basically 150% movement speed 100% of the time. Um, the only time I don't is kind of like when there's no mobs around. So usually what I do is I come up here, I clear through here, and then I go down the hall of the crafters, finish the last boss. I come back up, and then I'll go into here, kill Grimlock, come in here, kill, and then I'll run out the instance here. All this ads will still be up because I decided to go this way. Um, yeah, and then I'll reset it and I'll come through again. But I totally forgot about locked boxes. Now that we have engineering to use the Looterang, I was looking into some different like things we can craft, and this Locksmith's Powder Keg seems to be the best one. It is from Warlords of Draenor. So I did a couple of runs in Audemars testing out this new Lootarang Arcane Barrage, and it's pretty solid. Once I kind of get a little bit more practice running Audemars, maybe I'll upload a video about like my path and how fast it takes, all that kind of stuff. But I think I did about 3 runs, and this is all the loot we got from 3 runs. Just a bunch of random transmog, nothing super rare. We got this offhand, which goes for 5,000 gold for some reason. I mean, I guess it looks kind of cool, and it's a one of a kind, so that makes sense. And then just a bunch of other random stuff here and there. But from 3 runs, I think took about 40 minutes or so. Um, I'm not exactly sure, but I wasn't really timing because I was just playing around. But 36K, is that right? I guess the historical value, the regional historical value, that's about right. I mean, that's actually insane. And I mean I wouldn't consider any of these drops like super rare drops. I mean, it's just like random stuff. Um, okay, well, we're about to raid here in like 5 minutes, but definitely gonna do some more of this tomorrow. Guys, okay. So I'm just here. We're about to do Mythic Opulence. We're on progression on this, I guess, and I'm still 392, and I just got BOEs from the Mythic Trash. 420 Burst Mastery boots with a socket. This is insane. This can go for a lot of money. Now, I am trying to gear up so I can be more helpful during raid, but the problem with this is that it is Verse Mastery, which are my 2 worst stats. Mastery is like complete garbage, but Verse is like a little bit worse than Haste, whereas Crit is like the way best. And then after Crit, it's like Int, and then Haste, and then Verse. So, I'm not gonna equip them off the bat. I am gonna wait till Heroic tomorrow, see what kind of loot we get from there, see what kind of loot we get from this boss, and before I actually equip them, because as good as they're not great. If anything, I would like to trade this for another pair, or better yet, sell it and buy 2 other things. So that's probably my options here. I probably won't keep it for personal wealth. I will use it to upgrade my character's gear. Um, but we'll just see what happens. We'll see how much we can sell it for, and what other stuff we can buy or maybe trade it for. But yeah, I just want to give you this quick update because this is insane. Okay, so as you saw earlier, we did get these boots that are absolutely insane. The problem is my stat priority is crit haste verse. So having mastery, I mean the socket's really good, but as you can see from pawn, it's only a 25% upgrade. To give you an idea of that, from 390 boots with haste first to 420 with a socket, it's only a 27% upgrade. Then we have this belt, which is crit mastery, to a 415 with haste mastery. It's about a 22% upgrade. So if this had crit on it, then it'd probably be about a 25% upgrade. And that kind of gives you the idea that we're working with. If this had crit on it, it would probably be, I can't really say for sure, but I think it'd be around a 35 to 40% upgrade. So normally in guilds when BOE drops, they kind of, give it to, they kind of like roll on it. This guild's a little bit more relaxed, so if you get the BOE, I guess it's yours to do with. Um, but to be fair to the guild, since they allowed that kind of thing, I am going to use this to upgrade my character. So um, I'm not going to equip them because I just don't think they're very good. I might consider it after our heroic run this week and our mythic reclear once we get back to what were we progressing on, the conclave. So let's see where boots drop. Well, boots drop off conclave, which is unfortunate. But I mean, it would suck a lot to down conclave and then just get the boots. If I wait till we down Conclave, then I can pass them on or something to somebody who would equip them, or I don't know. But if I could sell these boots, I can use that gold to buy other gear that is upgrades, or I might look for like a one-to-one trade. That's a possibility. Unfortunately, right now there's nothing on here that I would one-to-one trade for. We've got this 425 belt. It does have the stats I want, but unfortunately, I already do have a 415 belt, and a socket is a lot. Um, a socket is worth a lot more than just 5 item levels, so my boots are definitely more valuable than those belt. I'd consider, maybe the boots for the belt and like partial sum of money, but since I have 415 belt, I really don't want to upgrade my belt. It's not like efficient use of my money. There's not really anything else that I could really like. What's up, boys? Just about to head off to bed. What a good day it's been. 22 FPS because it's Saturday night in Borealis, naturally. But we downed Mythic Opulence. I don't even want to look at my parse, but I'm pretty sure I was the lowest item level to actually down that boss. I was 391, but we did get a belt. So that's super cool. I bonus rolled, got nothing. I I looted the belt actually, and I guess nothing else was tradable. That was our first kill, the guild's first kill in Opulence, so that was great. And we did about 2 hours of progression on the Coven. Is that what it's called? Yeah, the Conclave. Conclave. Um, we got the third boss down about 20%, and after you kill the third boss, it's pretty much a free kill. So we're basically 20% away from killing it. Um, yeah, I mean that's pretty good for 2 hours. Um, yeah, I did a couple more Oldemon runs just because I don't know, I was kind of bored. I was talking to the guild and just wanted to do something productive. Let's go ahead and I'm stacking up these lock boxes. I don't know when I'll get to them, but let's just see how much we made. Didn't get anything amazing. There was one item worth about 5k. Yeah, these chromite greaves worth about 3.6k, and there might have been one more item. No, but 13k in about 3 runs, and yeah, not too bad. Um, so I'll mail that over, but let's go ahead and just finish off on the sniper. Okay, let's go and check the mailbox. We did snipe a couple items since the last time you saw this. Quite a lot of items. We sold 22k worth of items. We sold an auction connecting valve, some random mats. We sold the Tides deck, so all of our decks sold in about 2 days. Granted, it was the weekend, but that's good to know. We'll probably look like every Friday and maybe throw together some decks. We sold Tombkeeper's Helm, which is a 310 plate helmet from Island Expeditions, and the Plundered Sea Sinew Staff, two-handed staff from Island Expeditions as well, and just some random transmogs. Let's go and collect all that. I guess I can kind of go over everything, but that puts us up to 120k because we do have 3k on the other character, but we did snipe some items. Headhunter bands apparently worth 45k. Wow, those are actually insane. I mean, I think that's actually worth 45k. So the only item I could find resembling it was this Headhunter's bands, which is supposed to be a level 25 drop. I'm a little confused. I couldn't, I don't know, I can't like change the level or anything, but I'm pretty sure that's an insane twink item to get 2 crit, 2 verse, along with 3 of a stat and 4 stam. I don't know what the meta bracer right now is for like I, can you level 14 twink? I think they broke up the battlegrounds from 10 to 14 and then 15 to 19. So I don't know if that 10 to 14 bracket, I mean, this might just be absolutely insane, but we'll price it for whatever TSM prices it for. Um, yeah, we got this bow, supposedly worth about 100k. It's supposed to be a very rare drop, so transmog piece. Um, some random dagger worth 10k, I don't know. Some world drop from Burning Crusade neck worth about 36k. And this 101 insanely Titan Forge. I think the base item level right now is 164. So that's about a that would be in today's terms like a plus 25 Titan Forge with a socket. Um, yeah, got that for 100 gold. Really good. Some more random transmog pieces. We did get this Devil's Horse, like unfortunately crafted. I didn't realize at the time. We also sniped this polar bear cub. Um, Coma polymorph. Worth about 66k. Got it for 9k, so that's insane. Suppose a very low drop rate from Arctic grizzlies in Borean tundra or Borean tundra. I think Borean tundra. And then just some more random transmog, excuse me, and another very rare world drop from Mr. Pandaria. I don't think it's worth that much, but I mean it was only 1200, so whatever. I can't believe it, but we actually hit 3 million gold auction value. And I'm not even cheesing that. I don't even have the boot set. I would say is worth about a million gold. On a server of this pop, though, I'll probably end up selling it for like 800, 900k, but we hit 3 million auction value. That is insane. That's half a mil in a day. And we still have such a healthy cash stack, like 120k. That's insane. I'll kind of show you guys. We still have this. Like this, I mean, it's not really, I don't know. It's a discontinued item, so that just makes it really pricey. Whatever. We sniped the spine claw crab. Did I go over this? I don't think I showed this. Anyways, we sniped the spine claw crab for 4k, selling it for 160k. We got, the recipes, the T-Boos, some random boots I bought or sniped or whatever. I think I bought these actually. No, I sniped those. I bought the belt. Um, this rare pattern, rare rifle, just a bunch of random stuff that is worth a lot. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm really happy with today. Got some mythic bosses. Tomorrow is heroic though, so we do have more to look for on Sunday. I hope you guys enjoyed and hope you enjoy your weekend.